Hi y'all, it's Pam at Pink Dragonfly Wings, and we are going to play with some 6x6 papers today. I don't know if you are like me, but I have 2 drawers full of 6x6 paper pads. I don't know what I think I'm going to do with them. I don't know. But I've been watching online and have found some things, and we're going to give it a try. So we're going to get rid of some of those papers today. Now what we're going to make, now these are all just the same, they're just made differently, and I have the paper clip on it because I have a tag on the back that this is going to glue down on the page, and then I'll have another tag here. But until I do that, I need to keep up with that tag, so I paper clipped it together. Now, what I did, these two are made out of paper pads, and I'm not real sure what they are, but they're very simple, and we're gonna make a couple of them today. And then this one I tried by just cutting out a piece of book page that was 6x6, and it worked out. It turned out just fine. So you can, if you don't have 6x6 paper pads, then just cut your paper to be 6x6 and it works just fine. So no big problems. So this is the one we're going to make first. This is the one we're going to make later if we have time. So I'm going to put it, no, this is the one we're going to make later. This is the one we're going to make now. Okay. Excuse me. Now I cut a pattern, and these are, like I said, they're just 6x6, but I have one that is like this. It's stacked. There are 2 pieces. This is made with 2 pieces of paper, and it's stacked one on top of the other. You'll see when we start making them in a minute what I mean by stacked. This one that we're going to make in a minute, I'm calling a staggered. It's 3 packages of paper, and it's done in a different pattern. It's made the same, it's put together a little different. And so we're going to try to make one of these if we have time and don't make this video 9 years long. So we're going to start with this. These are our little tags, and these are the 2 papers that I've chosen. And this is our pattern. Now, these are the tags for the straight pocket, and you'll notice that there are 8 of them, and they're all 1/4 of an inch shorter than the one before. There are 8 of them. These are the staggered pocket tags, and they're done a little different, so I'll talk about those when we get to those in a minute. Here's our paper, our 6x6 piece, and what we have 2 sheets, an inside piece and an outside piece. And we're going to get our little thingy board here, whatever, this scoreboard, and we are going to, on one side, and now I've already done these, but we're going to do at 3/8 of an inch on the wrong side, just all the way down the length of the paper on both of them. Okay, all the way down. Then you need to decide which one you want on the inside and which one you want on the outside. Okay, this one is the inside one and the outside. And I want the dark one, the dark paper, on the outside. So I'm going to put this piece that I just scored, and I'm going to put it up against here. Okay, we're going to put it right up against here, and we are going to score this one at 3¼ inches all the way across, and this is going to be our fold line. This one will be on the inside, and so we're going to put it just like before, put our side that we scored, up against the measure, and we're going to come down to 3 1/4. I have my glasses on, but I still can't see. So we have 3, or not 3 1/4, but 3 1/4 from this side. 3, 1, 2, 3 1/4. Okay, so I'm doing it kind of upside down, but that's your measurements. You want one at 3 3/4, one at 3 1/4. So we have 3 1/4. We have 3 3/4 right here. So there's a 1/2 inch difference between the two. And that's all we're going to use this for right now. So I'm going to put that back over there. We're going to line our papers back up again. And we're going to put our folded sides here, because what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in. And I can find my bone folder. We're going to make that real smooth to make sure that it is even. And then we're going to fold this in half here. Okay. And we're going to do this one, and there's our fold line right here. Okay. Then we are going to fold this one in half, or down at our little score line here. Use our bone folder and burnish it. And I didn't manage to burnish it evenly, but maybe it will even out. And then we're going to turn it over and line up these sides. Now, we have we're going to put glue right here, but we're not going to do it yet. I want this fold on the front. So I'm going to lay that one and this fold on the front. And I'm going to lay them out here. We're going to get our little corner punch, or I mean, not corner punch, but our little circle punch. This is easier, at least for me, this is easier to do before I glue the little thing together, because I don't have to worry about getting this down in that little bitty spot. So we're going to center it right here, and we're just eyeballing it about halfway. And then you're going to take this and turn it over this way, and we're going to do the same thing on this corner. Okay, right about halfway, give or take. Okay. We can, well, I didn't put them in the trash, but okay, so now we have two pieces like this. And we're going to get our glue. I can find my glue. And we're going to glue one right here. And if we have glue, surely we have glue. Maybe we don't have glue. Okay, let's try it again. There we go. A little bit of glue right there. And we're going to fold it over, snugly down. And we have a little tube. You can see a little tube. Okay. We have a notch on this side at the top and a notch on this side at the bottom. Now then, we're going to glue this one. You don't want a whole lot of glue on this because you don't want it to seep through and close your pocket. So just enough to hold this down. And this is just regular scrapbooking paperweight. This is not cardstock. I tried to make one out of cardstock and it was just too bulky. So I didn't go for that too well. All right. Excuse me. What did I do with I put it up here where it's supposed to be. going to use my Vintage Photo Distress ink, and we're just going to ink around this whole tube. Around here. On the inside, so that it'll show and look nice on the so it'll show this little ink up here, and then we'll just go right on around the edges and do one side, around the edges. We're going to flip it over, and we're going to ink the other side. And when we get down here, we're going to open up the little tube again so that we can ink it really well on the inside. And down this way. Okay. Now that one is done. We're going to do this one real quick. And just ink around the edges. Make sure we ink on the inside. And these are really easy to do in kind of a mass format, so you can make several of them at the same time. And you kind of get into the groove of a little pattern of how to ink these and make it work. Turn it over. Start down here. Open up our tube and do the inside. Okay, now then, all of our sides have been inked. And this is our outside pocket. So we're going to lay this down just a little bit. Make it lay down flat. And then we'll do this one. This is our inside pocket. Now the only thing is to make sure that your notches you cut out end up on the same side. And that's the only real trick to it. So okay. Now then, we have two pieces, an outside piece and an inside piece. We're going to take the inside piece and put it right here at the fold on the inside. And then we're going to fold it all up. And we have our little pocket made. Now, I have the tags and I have them measured, and I'll show you how to do this. Like I said, this is a 6 by 6 inch piece of paper. No big deal. You're going to score it on the 3/8 of one side, and then down the opposite side you're going to score one of them at 3 1/4 and the other one at 3 3/4. That's your fold down here. Okay. Now I have found that gluing these two pieces together work a little better with double-sided tape because the tape doesn't ooze out the side. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this. I'm going to hold it with this hand and open this up, and we're going to get our tape and go right down here at the edge, as close to the edge as we can get, and still hold the tape on. And I'm going to go up a little further. Oh, goodness gracious. Trying to hold my tape, hold it where you can see it, hold my glasses on. It's just too much. And then I'll do this side. Once you get one side done, it kind of helps a little bit. Okay, so we have that. We can fold that back up. Okay, So I'm going to take the paper off here. You could go ahead and tape all of them at once and then do all of them at once if you want. But we're going to take the tape off and fold this up right here. Okay, now we're going to fold this one down and do the same thing. I'm going to put tape on this side and up a little bit. Do this one and up a little bit. You really should burnish your tape. It helps it seat better, but I forgot to do that on the other one. But okay, we'll take our tape off, fold this back up, and glue it down. Okay, now these three are glued together, so we're going to fold this all down, and one more time we're going to add a little piece of glue right here at the side. On the other side, and then you see it keeps most of your pocket space open for your tag to slide down, so you don't have to worry about the glue seeping out and closing up more of your pocket, and then your little tag won't fit down inside there. Okay, so we have that one. Have that one. We're going to fold it right back up again, and our little pocket is finished. Now then, the thing is, we have all of these little tags. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 if you want to glue this down to your page, and you can glue it on these 3 sides, and it's going to make a spot for another tag. If you don't want that other tag, then just make 1 tag less, and that will be fine. That would be entirely up to you. Okay, now I've cut these, and these are cut at 2 1/8 inch cross. They're just manila lightweight cardstock, not real heavy, lightweight cardstock. It's pretty pliable, and I cut them all. We have 8 of them, and we started at 4 inches by 2 1/8, and we go down in 1/4 inches. So this one is a 4 inches, 3 3/4 inches, 3 1/2 inch, 3 1/4 inch, 3 inches, 2 3/4 inches, 2 1/2 inch, and 2 1/4 inch. And each one of these, and I went ahead and got them all inked up and everything except this last one, so I could do it on camera. And I just used this little corner chopper, or whatever. Yeah, it's a corner chomper put out by We Are Memory Keepers, and I just did a little design on the edge there so that they wouldn't be so plain. You can do that or not, or you can do another one. It's entirely up to you how you want to do that. But just ink each side. I'm not writing anything on them. I'm not putting any paper on them, because you're going to have 4 pieces of paper here, basically. Even though it's thin paper, you're going to have 4 pieces of paper here, plus 8 tags. And so that's going to make this pretty thick as it is. So I didn't want to add anything else to these tags. Now on this one, I did add some little dragonflies, and I put some they're just very thin, transparent dragonfly stickers on there. not to take up a whole lot of room. And then on one of them I put trees, and one of them this one I did flowers. And they're just those little transparent sticker things with a word on each one. And so I didn't add a whole lot of bulk in here. I didn't want it to be so bulky that it took up too much room in our journal. All right, so but on these, I think that I am going to leave these plain. So you have two. See, I've got them all mixed up now. You have two pages, two sides of the tag that you can write on. Except that one didn't get very well inked at the top. Okay, so we're going to start here at the back. This one will go back at the back, should you want to do that. The next one goes in the first slot. The second one goes in between those two parts of the pocket. So it's going to go in between there. The next one goes in the hole. The next one goes in between the two pockets. The next one goes in the hole. The next one goes in between the two pockets. And the last one goes in the hole. Okay. And I think, like I said, I think I'm going to leave these tags blank so that when I get ready to use them in my journal, if I want to put mushrooms on there, I can, or if I want to put trees on there, then that way that decision is still to be made. This one then will go, when you glue this, you glue it on these three sides, glue it down to your page, and this tag will slide right back at the back. Okay? And then we're going to decorate the front of this a little bit. We've decorated them. We have three here. I have some words, and we have some gauze, and I love this stuff. I love decorating with this stuff. I don't know why. I just do. And then we need some words. And where did I put my words? Oh, I put them right over here where I could find them. So, keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. And that sounds pretty cool. A pretty cool thing to do. Okay, let's see here. Let's put a little bit of glue. Now this is Fabri-Tac glue, and I'm using it because this is, even though it is very thin fabric, it is still fabric. Put that on there. And then let's get our little words here. And ink this up. And we'll get our glue and glue it back on. And then let's see, I use a lot of numbers too, so let's see. Don't really know what kind we're going to use. Roses. And these are all of just little, let's see, 1900 to 1901. Don't know about that. Put it like that. Let's a little bit. It's cut kind of crooked. Can't imagine who would have cut that crooked. Probably the same person that cut it a second time and cut it crooked. Cutting straight is not my forte here. And then we'll cut just a little nubbin off of the end. And then we can and we'll use our art glitter glue on this because we're just gluing paper to paper here. So put that right there. Get rid of some of this trash. That might be nice. And wonder what else we have here. Here's another little word. Don't really like that one. Not that I don't like the word, but that's really a little too big. Another date. Well, I don't know. Maybe we don't need anything else on there. And we could, what else could we put on here? I don't know. We could just put a colorful paper clip here. And let that be a decorative thing. I just got some new paper clips, and who knows what I did with them. What about one? Well, I've already covered that all up now. That would have been cute on there. Would have been cute right there. Yeah, it would have. Okay. So what if we cut this in half and put, instead of the paper clip on there, we could just put this little thing right here. Let's turn it around on the outside edge. Excuse me. Let's see if we can raise that up enough to get that under there. And I think we can. Okay, we'll put it right there. There we go. Okay, so let's put this on here. These are some doilies. I have drawers and drawers and drawers full of doilies. And I have started trying to dye some of them. Actually, I'm not dyeing them, I'm inking them. So let's put this right here. And we'll glue this back down so it stays and we can read the words. There we go. Now that looks nice. I like that. I'm glad we decided to do that. And then I'll save this. Now, if you were going to not glue this down on the back, you could have had this come around and be on the back of this as well. And that would have been cute just to wrap it around. But I am going to glue it down. So I didn't want to hide that, waste that doily to be able to. So there we go. That's our little 8 tag pocket made out of 2 sheets of 6 by 6 inch paper. Okay, so, and we've had these others. Like I said, there's the one with the trees and the one with the flowers and the ones with the dragonflies. These are some little clusters that I made, and make some small ones, and they fit on these little things like this. So there we go. That has that done. So let's go right on in and try to work on this one. And we have 3 sheets of paper for this one. So let me get our board here. It is just a little bit different than the other one in that, okay, our paper is up like this, so we're going to turn it over, do 3/8 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch, and 3/8 of an inch. I've already done this one. Okay, so we've already got that. Now then, you're going to have to decide how you want to display them in the flourish here. Which one do you want on the top and the right? All of these 3 papers are the same exact paper, except they're colored differently. Okay, and I decided that I wanted this one for the back and these 2 for the sides. All right, so that means that the back one is going to be our long pocket. So we're going to put our scored side here up against here, and we are going to start from 6, and we're going to come down 3 3/4 of an inch, because this is our long side. Then both of these will be 3 1/4 and 3 1/4. Okay, very simple, very easy to do. You just have to decide which one you want to go where, because it does make a difference. Okay, now then, let's see where our fold is, and we're going to fold this in and fold it in half. So this basically makes our tag a little less than 3 inches, because we had 3/8 of an inch gone over here. So it actually comes out to about 2 3/4. So pretty close. So we have that one. And we have this one. Everything here up to this point is the same as before. I probably should have gone ahead and glued these together and inked them and all of that kind of stuff, because it's just, this is just a repeat of what we did on the other one. They're all folded the same way. Once you decide which one is your center and which one is your, let's see, okay, open these back up because we want to make sure they're measured the same. So this time, because of our paper being a little more directional, we're going to put this fold over here on the other side. So we're going to do the little notches. And if I'm not mistaken, it won't cut. Oh, it did. Cut 3. Then we'll turn it upside down, turn it over, and we're going to put this one over here. So when I tried that a while ago, it didn't want to do that. Maybe I got stronger. Okay, there we go. So now then, we're going to go back. We're going to glue. plug in our glue again. That wouldn't happen if I would remember to put that little pin in there every time I stopped using it, but I can't remember to do that. And so then it gets a little clogged up again, and there we go. Ever so often I just have to go and wash out this little nib, this little pointer thing, because it gets in there. And come on, baby. Okay, so now we have our papers. Okay. Now we're going to, I'm not going to ink this one just for time's sake, but you would do it the same way that you did the other one. So we're going to fold this up just like we did before. This is our centerpiece. Okay, we're going to fold it up. We're going to fold this one up. And this one up. Okay, now we have these three little pieces. And we are going to glue the sides of this down. We're going to go ahead and glue them down very carefully. I'm not using the tape on this one because it's kind of it's going to be a funky way of putting them together. So, and I'm only going to glue these top two. Let's open up the There we go. All right. Now we're going to take this one and we are going to put this corner right here in this corner. We're going to write like this. And then we're going to fold it up so that it leaves this notch here open. Okay? So we're going to glue this side and this side only. Okay? And we're going to stick it down right in the crease and right up at the top. Okay? So when you fold it, it's going to look like that. Okay? Take this one. We're going to do the opposite corner in the opposite corner of this. Put it down, and we're going to also do it right to the edge of that notch. So we're going to glue this side and this side. Okay? Now we're going to put this down right here and even it up. Okay, now you have those, and this is what it looks like from the back. This is your front, and we're going to glue it just like we did before, both sides. Except my glue and I are fixing to have a parting of the ways here. I don't know why it has to be difficult today. There we go. You just have to be rough with it. Okay, we're going to fold that up right there and let it dry pretty good. Okay, now, like I said, these would have been inked, but they don't have to be inked. Lots of people don't like inking. So, oh, that's our little tag that goes with our one over there that we made. Now, these are our staggered pocket tags, and they're different because our tags are different, because our pockets are different. So we had our straight ones, and they were 8, one right on top of each other, 1/4 of an inch difference. Okay, this one we have one that is 4 by 2 1/8, and you're going to cut one of them, and it's going to go in the center back here. Okay, except these are my patterns. These are not my cards. Here's my cards. Okay, so we have one, and it goes back here. Okay, now the next one that we have is 3 3/4 by 2 1/8, and we're going to cut 2 of them because they are now going to go in the notch of this pocket and the notch of this pocket. Okay, are you with me? The next one is 3 1/2 by 2 1/8, and we're going to cut 2, and that's these. That's those. And we're going to put these in between the 2 pockets, just like we did on the other one. And we're going to put this one in between this pocket. And I like to kind of turn them so that they're all different directions, and you know, because you never can get them to stay the way you put them in there, and this way it looks like they were supposed to be that way. Now this one is 3 1/4 by 2 1/8, and we're going to need 3 of them because we have 1, 2, 3 notches now. So we're going to cut 1, and it goes in this notch. 1 in this notch, and 1 in behind the center. Okay, now we have one left, and this one is 3 inches by 2 1/8, which I think is correct. There we go. We just cut off the nubbins, and it goes in the notch on the front. And you can pull this one out a little bit. You can, however you want to do it, and just arrange them in there. Decorate the fronts of your pocket, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tags made with 3 sheets of 6 by 6 paper. Then you can decorate the front. I think I'm not going to decorate this one simply because I haven't inked it and I haven't done the tags around it. So I think I will wait and let this one be decorated according to what I want to put in the journal when I make the journal. And so there we go. So today we've made 2 pockets. Where did our other little pocket go? Oh, no. Well, I guess I ate that one. Oh, no, here it is. And this is our little one, our little straight pocket. This one is straight. Tags are all 1/4 of an inch difference. This one is our staggered pocket, and our tags just kind of go in there, and it looks like an explosion happened. Then you can glue this down, or you can put it in with a paper clip or a bulldog clip or whatever. Put it in under a belly band, whatever you want to do with your journal. So I hope you had fun. I hope this hasn't been too terribly long. I can't tell on my phone how long it is. It could be 3 minutes or it could be 3 hours. But hopefully it's not too terribly long. And if you make these, please let me know. This one I kind of copied off of, and I can't remember the name of the lady that I saw this on. This one is my own take on this pocket because I thought, oh, there's got to be something else we can do. So I made something different. Anyway, please visit my online store. It's at www.pinkdragonflywings with a Z on the end.com, and look and see if you can find something you just can't live without. And we'll see you then here on the next one. And I think we're going to play with these 6x6 papers for a while. So check back with me and let's see what else we can figure out to do with these. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. I've had a great time. I hope you have. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.